My name is Christian Sorensen, and I'd like to analyze the poem called Lowering Your Standards for Food Stamps, written by Cheryl Luna. Now, according to my research, Cheryl Luna has no background involving food stamps, but therefore it could still be a topic that she pays a lot of attention to. And the title reminds me of low dignity and lowering one's living standards to receive food stamps. Now, food stamps is a program that they have in the U.S. where they give free food to people who have a low income, so they can use their money on something else without having to worry about food. And the speaker is a gas station employee who has low standards, as proven in line 2 and 3. I touch everyone's $30, which proves that they probably work as a cashier. And line 17 and then 18, cars wait for gas, filling black. This proves that they work around cars, so it is most likely a gas station. The intended audience is people who lower their standards for food stamps on purpose. And the tone is depressing, which is proven in line 19. A jackhammer breaks apart a life. And this is a very metaphorical line, and it really proves how depressing this poem is already. And now I will begin to analyze from line 1 to 7. Words fall out of my coat pocket, soak in bleach water. I touch everyone's $30. Maslow's got everything on me. 14 hours on my feet, no breaks, no smokes or lunch, blank-eyed movements. Trash bags, coffee burner, fingers numb. I am hourly protestations and false smiles. Here in line 1, it is a metaphor, and there is no language in the job. He or she has a very dirty job, and they work very hard. There's no facial expression on the person's face, which shows how boring the job is. In line 7, it says false smiles, which means that the person probably doesn't care about their job and is very tired of it. And line 8 to 16, the clock clicks, it's slowing, faces blur in a stream of hurried soccer games, sunlight and church certainty. I have no poem to carry, no matter of illusions, cola spilled on hands, so sticky fingered. I'm far from poems. I'd write of politicians, refineries, and a border's barbed wire, but I'm unlearning America's languages with a mop. Here it says that many people go in and out of the shop without actually having contact with the speaker. His or her job is dirty, and they could write poems, for instance, rather than working in a gas station because they don't learn, or they don't use their own language there, and they don't learn anything new. Instead, they're just mopping the floor, which proves how it is to work there and how they don't actually learn anything from being there. Line 16 to 20. In a summer hot red Pulitzer top, I sell lotto tickets. Cars wait for gas, billowing black. Killing time has no meaning. A jackhammer breaks apart a life. The slow globe spirals, and at night, black space has me dizzy. Here, the speaker is describing their own clothing, which is not very high end, and that proves that their income is not that good compared to other jobs. The air is not clean because of all the cars around them, or the person. The person's life is broken with a jackhammer, which proves that because of their work, they most likely go into a depression, and the globe turns, and even at night she gets dizzy. And line 21 to 28, visionaries off their meds and whacked out meth heads sing to me. A panicky fear of robbery, humiliation drips with my sweat. Words some say are weeping twilight and sunrise. I am drawn to dramas. The couple arguing, the man headbutting his wife in the parking lot. 911, no metered obeyed, and nobody but myself to blame. Here the surroundings of the person are full of drug dealers and users, and there's a high chance of robbery, which makes the person nervous. So this proves that the surroundings are not very nice and are full of criminals. And line 25, I am drawn to dramas. Here the person's job is so boring that pretty much anything will attract them. And people are arguing, and almost every single time it is the person's fault because they are not appreciated in society as somebody else, and they are a very easy target to hit on. And This poem is one stanza and is a free verse, so we get everything in one go, and it's not like any other poem. There's no rhyme, and it's written in first person. There's also imagery, as shown in line 9. Faces blur in a stream of hurried soccer games. This means that there's a lot of people going in and out, and the reader could definitely picture this in their head with faces blurring. Personification, line 23. Humiliation drips with my sweat. When the person is anxious, he or she feels humiliated, and it drips with their nervousness. So, for example, they are afraid of robberies, and obviously they feel humiliated if they get robbed, and the humiliation then drips with their nervousness. And while reading this poem, it made me think about that this person is lowering their standards on purpose because they are too lazy, and that's just an easy way to receive free food. And obviously, they have regret this choice as shown in the poem. And my subject is dignity, and the theme is lowering one's dignity could cost them an appreciated place in society. And this means that compared to a doctor who has a high dignity, they are much more appreciated than a person who works at a gas station, because they are a lot more qualified, and this just means that working at a gas station doesn't give you an appreciated place in society. Thank you.